Hello everyone, welcome to Nether Expedition number 21. A little bit delayed because I've been... A little bit delayed because I've been having to sort out a fair few things these past few days. Most recently, in fact, you can probably hear him gnawing at my chair. There's a little dog today called Rocky, a little Russell Terrier, I believe. Not 100% certain, who is currently staying with us. He's being babysat by me because I'm the only person in the house, and he is very, very energetic. So if you hear me talking to him, or you hear him like nibbling on something, yeah, that's gonna happen. Interesting bit of news is I figured out what the hell is going on with all the slabs. These two should do a pretty good example. I've set up the the benches right here. Okay, this one breaks fairly quickly. This one, not at all. And there's a reason for this. Notice they don't stack. These are oak slabs, and these are wooden slabs. And I think what's happening is that all of the slabs that I put down before 1.3 don't have a complete fix on what their metadata is. They think they're slabs, but they're not entirely sure what kind. Consequently, these old slabs that I made are jittering in my inventory, but these ones never. Hello, spooky noise. So yeah, that's interesting. That basically means I'm gonna have to tear up half of the flooring to figure out what's going on. Okay, but today we are going to have to make some rails because I kind of want to sort out our redstone situation. So I just stop swinging back here again, because that's the right place to go. I want to have kind of like market stalls at the bottom of the arena. The arena's going along quite nicely. But in order to sort out the blaze spawner, I need a redstone lamp, which requires redstone, which we are pretty much fresh out of. Worth the investment on those, I think, but we're out of redstone. So that means we need to get a priest, a viable priest, or at the very least 2 villagers over to the arena so that we can set up some kind of breeding facility, which seems to be quite populous at the moment. I didn't know where I got this torch from when I booted up today, but I realised that's actually from the sandmaker. Let's see, we're going to need sticks. Even number. I believe it takes 16 planks to make a full stack. Yeah, oh no, half stack, 32. Yeah, that's fine. Fortunately, we have a massive backlog of iron, so if I just reconvert that. Okay. And that in the middle. Holy hell, so many rails. And not one of them is powered. Oh boy, this will be fun. Okay, just convert this back. There we go. It's easier to store that way. And we have a bag full of sticks. Yay. Oh, blanks. Right, now I'm going to need a minecart, aren't I? I'm going to need a couple minecarts. How did I forget the minecarts? Right. There. A shame they don't stack, but oh well. So, the plan for this, I'm just full of non-preparedness today, apparently. Okay, we need some building blocks because we need to go up here, and we need to dig into the corner of one of these containment little vessels. Oh, there goes a golem. Oop, that's not what I want to do. There we are. And we're just going to try and dig into the corner where hopefully, given how packed these little chambers are, we'll be able to snatch one out. Oh, hello there, you're exactly the kind of person I'm looking for. Right. If you've been watching the series for a while, this is eerily reminiscent of how I initially got the villagers up here in the first place. Speaking of series, actually, if you haven't caught it, yeah, on the Too Much Minecraft channel, there is a new video series I'm doing called Ways to Die in Tekkit, which seems to be getting quite a bit of popularity. Not to toot my own horn, because hey, you can't make horns in Minecraft. But yeah, that went up on Tuesday with episode 1, focusing on mining ways. Let's just see if we can catch this guy. Yep, got one. Perfect. And I just realised this can't make a right turn like that, can it? Whoop. Hello there. Oh, the fun of messing with villagers. This being thankfully a by and large straight line and an uphill stroke, I don't think he's going to roll back anyway. Although he might just do that. Damn. Back on the track. One way or the other, get on a track. Yeah. Yep, this brings back memories. There we go. Right. There was I. Right, yes, so... yeah, that's an old wooden slab, so that breaks easily. That's interesting. I would have thought they would have just changed the full-on data of the blocks themselves rather than effectively adding new ones. That's interesting. But I'm a nerd like that, so... I suppose the bright side of this whole process is we're never going to see these particular half slabs bugging out again. Yeah, we're going to have to go a fair distance. I want to get these guys on the ground floor. There's a dog at my feet. And this is actually the second time we've babysat little Rocky here. The first time, he actually came with this very, very heavily abused, like, little meerkat toy. And this time he appears to have the mascot of the London 2012 Olympics, so that's interesting. Who is not nearly so battered. I can only presume that the meerkat met with an unfortunate end. I've actually been geeking out a little. I guess this is another thing that shows how tremendously much of a nerd I am. But, Rocky really enjoys playing fetch. And you'll see where I'm going in a second with this. And I kind of really enjoy watching him play fetch, because there's, I know what it takes, like, in code and such, to track an object. Like, I know that there is quite a fair bit of, mathematics involved with plotting trajectories and such. Right, where are we? Pit. That's where we are. We should be high enough to encounter the... yep. Encounter some part of the arena if we keep going along this way. Yep, there we are. Oh, wow, we're almost dead on. That's nice. I think that they may have broken the super pick speed. I don't know. Not that big an issue. Okay, so let's get these guys over here. Lay down a lot more track. Old wooden slabs jittering in my inventory as I speak. But yeah, it involves a fair bit of inventory. Inventory mathematics to kind of plot where an object is going to go, and it requires some environmental recognition to know what it could potentially bounce off of. Some very fun stuff. I'm sure it sounds as boring as sin as I describe it, but some fun stuff. Just quickly before I forget, a few people have noticed there's kind of like thin black lines on the sides of my video. And what I've discovered, or rather what I've figured out to a fault, has that just sent him... it sent him away, but he'll be fine. Nope. Bad minecart, bad. But yeah, what I've figured out, I think, is I know where they're coming from. And they're coming from the fact that the Nether is laggy. And combine that with the lag of recording a video in fraps or whatever. And you get something which basically means... Actually, something I haven't done before. Ha! I can. And that is a terrible trait. Yeah, you get sort of this kind of letterboxing effect, I guess would be the phrase for it. Whoop, and looks like they went all the way over. So yeah, I think that's where it's all coming from. Which is to say, it's not really something that I can fix, for the most part, unfortunately. Also, on the note of fixing, actually, I believe... What? Where are my homies at? Oh, hello. You're still fine. What happened to your friend? Whoa. What in the heck? Huh? How did you even get... Well, that's a thought. Whoop, now you're standing. There we go. Fortunately, if a moving mob hits a moving minecart, they get into it. I have to say, for all the issues that minecarts present, this was rather easy. I'm not sure exactly what happened to him back there, but well. And I've just realised I'm not 100% sure if Rocky is actually, like, house-trained. But he's been out twice already today, so... Yes, you. You, with a slightly mangled Olympic mascot. Okay, that actually tickles. Stop rubbing at my feet. Yeah, I don't know the full specifics on how people have been making the different trading houses, is about the best way I can describe them. And I know that villagers will also eventually decline trades if you use them too much, and there goes another funky block. So I don't think we'll be making the villager, the trading, the merchants' shops or whatever in the arena just today, but we might set up at least some degree of building work so that they don't, like, so that they can wander free, if you like. Because last time I had to shift villages around like that, it took me all of an episode, the majority of which was in time-lapse. So I think on the balance that it's taken us so little time this time. Well, ow, ow. Stuck in a block. Yeah, that'd be the 1.3 errors. I know, they suck, don't they? You'd think the world would know when to shove you out of a block and when to suffocate you in it. But apparently not. It's mean that way. I feel like Zombie Cleo at this point. If you haven't seen Zombie Cleo's video, you should really go check that out, because she's pretty fun. But she has a very invasive little cat. Who is basically does exactly what Rocky is trying to do at the moment, which is get my attention while I'm trying to record. But unfortunately for both involved, I don't have time. The last time Rocky was here, I was actually trying to finish a playthrough of Deus Ex Human Revolution, in which I'm reasonably certain he cost me my full pacifist title. Accidentally managed to snap someone's neck, and holy hell, that was a big one. But if I'm right about... Actually, if I'm right about this, then these half slabs will be exactly the same, so... won't matter. Oh well. I guess we'll just have to deal with the funkiness for a little bit. Almost the entirety of my wood supply actually is the old stuff. Oh well. Gesundheit. I don't know if I've talked about this at all, but for the majority of my childhood, I did actually have a terrier, a Jack Russell Terrier, a bit of a mongrel, named Recklin, which I'm told I was told by my parents. I don't know if this is 100% accurate, but I was told by my he's under there, isn't he? Yep, there he is. I was told by my parents for many a year meant he was named Recklin, meaning Welsh for runt of the pack. At least I think it was Welsh. My family's knowledge of Welsh is not to be taken as anything close to expert. So take what I say based on that with a grain of salt. I'm just trying to guard the place a little bit. So we can now move these guys around so easily we don't really need to worry too much about them escaping. We do something I've been noticing in the test world, a copy of this arena, is they can glitch through walls when you reload the map. And since we don't have access to anything like powered rails at the moment, although we do have the gold to make them, we just don't have the redstone for it. But since we don't have access to that, we can't keep them moving constantly. Which means that the moment I log out and then boot back up for recording again, they're going to pop out of their minecarts. Which means they'll wander free anyway, so this is probably wise to get done. But something I did notice is that they can breach walls now. Ooh, this is definitely not work safe. The Nether not work safe? What lunacy is this? But yeah, that's something I need to be concerned about. They don't seem to have breached through the walls in the iron farm, but that's probably more to do with the iron farm being in solid rock than anything else. I haven't noticed any decreases in population there, so I don't think we need to worry too much about them suffocating. Rocky just wandering around in the hilarious mess of wires beneath my desk. Which is going to be an absolute pain to tidy up, because I am heading back to university accommodation on Monday. I'm currently recording this on the Saturday, when this would be going up if I hadn't been so busy these past few days. But that was fun to watch. That means I'm going to have to pack up everything, and I'm probably going to get a little behind on my comic work again. But first week I'm back is basically entirely empty. Week after that, it's just kind of... Oh, I see what's happening. Yeah, it's ghost entities bugging out again. The I have to go now principle, I guess. I have to go now, my people need me. I'm surprised I haven't seen villages popping out of that, but they may just not be packed enough, whereas those golems get packed very quickly. And he's wandered off, whimpering as he goes. Which the only reason he's in the room with me as I'm recording this at all is because I can't stand the sound of him whimpering. My heart, she is too gentle for such a thing. Curse my possession of emotion. I'm sure we'll hear him wandering back up the stairs in a sec. I'm the only person in the house right now. My brother is out, my mum is out, my dad is probably at work. It's hard to tell these days. which means I'm the only person around who can actually show him any kind of attention, so... Yep, he's back at my feet again. Not that huge a deal, just makes it a little irritating to record. I imagine this episode will be called Rocky Part 1 or something. Well, I suppose this will technically be Part 2, but I haven't recorded while he's been around. I'm not sure, I can't fully remember if I was actually making this series back when I played Deus Ex. Which is a really good series and I recommend it. And the video game, it's the most recent game itself is pretty damn awesome. And so there's the odd flaw, like things kind of related more to video games in general these days than anything else. But interesting. Oh yes, recently I have been doing a lot of coding. I've been working with a guy called Wouter from the Netherlands to get the Name Your Creatures mod updated for 1.3. And we've made a lot of progress. There's a few new features we're adding, such as that baby mobs, when you give them a name, they will cease to age. So you'll have you can name them like Pet Pep, a little baby sheep Pet Pep, and they will stay a baby sheep for the rest of their lives until you unname them or something. I need to redesign this place. We've also added in a little something which allows you, if you name a hostile mob, it messes with their targeting so that they don't actually attack you or any other named mob. So a named zombie named Dave isn't going to attack a villager named Dave or stuff like that. Although they don't have to both be named Dave. I was just bug testing. What am I thinking right now? What am I thinking? I'm thinking I need some more brick. Right. Of course, there's still the thing if they don't despawn, which is good. But I put it up on Reddit, and there was a lot of people wondering. A lot of people thinking that being able to turn hostile mobs passive by naming them like the letter A was a bit broken, like overpowered, which is a bit silly for an aesthetic thing that's meant to form attachments and stuff. Hey, zombie named A. Hey, zombie named A number 47. But I saw their point, so I kind of modified the code a little bit, such that you now have to, if you're going to name a creature, a mob that has you as their target for attacking, then you have to have them at half health or below first. And since the mod is being dominantly geared towards fig rolling, I believe I've mentioned before, Gar, I guess he initially didn't like the kind of idea because he figured, hey, it's being made largely for my use, so I don't really see the point because I'm only going to be using it to big up subscribers and stuff. But no, he liked the idea eventually. I can see why there might be misgivings about it, but yeah. I know you're there. I'm not going to punch the minecart to be sure, but I know you're there. Probably going to have to have some kind of door up here soon. Once you get villagers involved with a construction project like this, you really have to start being a bit more cautious of the exits and stuff that you put together. There he is. Right, I'm just going to plonk a block here so that they can't get out. There we go. Right, you two feel free to wander for a bit. I'm going to do a bit more construction. Try to stay away from anything that looks like it's on fire, because it probably is. Right, and now we're going to need a bit more space around here to kind of actually install our merchants. This is something that's actually, like, off the documents for the arena, so I'm kind of just winging this one as I go. But I figure it kind of makes sense to have merchants and stuff around the arena. Lock this back up before they turn up. And yeah, if you haven't guessed it already, I am running in peaceful mode at the moment. For a couple of reasons. Largely because I figured I'd be working on the blaze today, but then I realized, hey, I need a redstone. But on the other note of coding, I've sorted out a big problem with the data saving, which arose from the transition to 1.3. Now that probably means very little to every one of my subscribers, but the big thing that it means is Walter and Martin should show up soon. Probably by next episode, I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to need a lot more of this nether brick than I thought I would. Hey guys. If only I had some sort of source of paper around here, that'd be fun. I'd actually give these guys names. But it's the priests that we're actually interested in, because you can trade gold ingots with them for, well, you can trade gold ingots with them, period. And you can then buy from them redstone. So if we can find a priest who's selling redstone, and a priest who's buying gold, we're pretty much set. Up until they decide to rotate, basically. Get rid of that trade for a bit. No doubt giving us a trade that we can't use, because we have a lot of the, well, virtually all of the... Hello, weird glitchy block. A lot of the, funky villager trading stuff is stuff that you, can only get in the otherworld. I'm not entirely sure if that qualifies as discrimination, but oh well. But the Wither should be interesting. I can't remember if I discussed the Wither, but yeah, there's going to be some new friends around here. Including one very explosive one when he charges up. And there was a model for how to beat him, no damage taken every single time, but then Mojang kind of saw that and figured, hang on, we need to sort this out. So, now you can't do that anymore. Where you at, fellas? No, just having a conversation over here. Good choice of location, good choice. Of course, the farmer villages, which is what they are, do have their own little trades, but none of them kind of interest us. Nor can we really buy them until we've got emeralds. But, I don't actually know specifically what the farmers trade you for. Two blocks of gold and olive, I imagine. But maybe we'll pick up some new crops. I don't know if they sell seeds, but I guess we can find out. Just having a fairly chill day today. Chill, he said, right next to the lava lake. Oh, little pup's falling asleep. Which is good for me, as long as I don't talk loud enough. Okay. Believe we're approaching the back of this now. Phew. This is why you should always, like, fill in your corners. It's like, it's always tempting to cheap out on materials, but if you have to add on something like this, ad hoc, then you really want to have filled in corners. Where have they gone? Oh, there he is. Had me worried for a moment there. Now we are definitely going to have to get a connection to the deep springs down here. because the way that the system works for getting the villagers trading is you need to have minecarts to isolate individual ones. Which we could do that fairly easily now, as we just saw. But hopefully there'll be a model that doesn't require redstone initially, or we're going to be a little bit bothered at first. But it shouldn't be too difficult. Unfortunately, I believe the pervy priest that was in the Iron Golem farm fell to one of the numerous zombie attacks. So we'll never know what he was going to trade us for. Which is a pity. I wonder if Martin's going to have any trades these days. He's a librarian, so I imagine he's only going to give us stuff like books and whatnot and trade reads. But be interesting to see. Yep. Okay, that's a bit more space. And this axe is almost completely dead now. I don't actually know how long I've been recording. About half an hour, I imagine. Yep, just wandering around. That's good. Yep. I should really. I've just realized I've been holding down my shift key instinctively, despite the fact that this mouse, as I have declared on several occasions, has a macro specifically for Minecraft shifting. Silly me, silly me. Well, that pinky finger isn't doing anything anyway. I guess I might as well. Alright. So yeah, what we're going to have down here is a trading setup, so we can have sort of like concession stands. And I don't know how big it's going to be. I don't know how much space it's going to take. I don't know how many resources it's going to take either. But we shall soon find out. But as we are reaching, we're just passing, I think, 30 odd minutes. I've been wondering what people think of the length of my videos, because I kind of generally aim for like an hour, because it means I can actually get a fair amount of stuff done. But more recently, I've been noticing that the longer videos tend to get kind of viewed and reviewed and whatnot less. And I can understand that. I mean, it's like an hour long, so you have to take an hour out of your day to watch one video a week by me. Which would probably be a lot worse if I was doing this a lot more often every week, but yeah, I started doing them longer form because it meant I could get a lot more done, because I wasn't particularly adept with time-lapses. And I was doing a lot of stuff that was kind of intricate and I wanted you guys to see. But these days, that's not necessarily the case, so I'm wondering if you guys would like to see me do some shorter episodes, maybe do some smaller episodes interspersed within the week or something. Just let me know what you'd all like to see in the comments below. I imagine this is the point where Martin or Walter pops up on my screen. Hope you've all been enjoying those little animations, they were fun to make. They're just like vector art. They're sort of remember style characterizations of the guys. They're not showing up in videos, so I'll make them show up on video. My favorite one's probably me with the Minecraft head on my the Minecraft box head. Let's just shortchange this over here for now. Give these guys a bit more walking space. There we are. Whole ton bit more room to move around. It's still going to be fairly cramped upstairs, but that's fine because everyone... Whoa! And that's why you fix your corners. Ugh. My fault entirely. Plug that up before someone falls in it. Imagine we'll find somewhere down here that's got the same problem. Where have our fellows gone? I wonder. Ah, there they are. Having a conversation by candlelight. I hope we haven't somehow managed to capture a romantic couple. I don't know what it is Rocky finds so attractive about my carpet in here, but oh well. They say never work with children and animals in entertainment, but hey, they can bring their own little piece of comedy. Again, that's what children and animals tend to be used for in media, is comedy. He's off for a saunter. And also coming up soon, I'm probably going to be doing a few videos with a new character. Which is going to be interesting for me, because it's rare that I actually have like a character persona or some kind of acting deal inside of videos. Probably the last time I did that was first episode in Nether Expedition. But yeah, I'm going to be doing some videos with Fig Roland and the Evil Lord Gur. And a few people have spotted me inside of Dave Chaos's videos. I've had a fair bit of reference from Wyzian Dragon, which is interesting, because the original brief I was given was that I would not be in videos, I would not appear in videos, I would not be named in videos. I was just tech support, effectively. Let's get rid of this block before someone jumps up onto it. But yeah, that's interesting. But also showing up is _Timothy. I'm not 100% sure who that is, because they shouldn't be on the whitelist as far as I'm aware. But it is Lord Gar's world, so the evil Lord Gar probably got him on the list. But I'm going to be putting up some videos from his side of things. So that should be some fun. I think it was Dragon that described that the TeamSpeak with Dave and everyone else has basically become here is what I've done in TechIt so I can get teachers' approval. that was said a while ago. It was it's reasonably true. I grant. There's a lot of I have done this. At what point in the future will it explode going on? But we don't see much in the way of exploding right here. And we got some seats, so the first floor is basically done. And I'm changing things up on this side of things a bit, because before, I did not know if we'd have full access to that walkway over there, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to get into the commentator's box. So we're just going to have a full ring going around here. Just open this up, demonstrate. Yeah, the commentator's box is more or less on the second floor, this being the first. So it'll be up here, around here. Which makes it a lot easier to get into. Which is nice. Always nice when things work out better than planned. Right, I think I might cut this short because there's a whimpering dog at my feet. Who I should probably see about getting some food or something. So, that's all for today. I'll see you again next time. Keep an eye out on Too Much Minecraft for the next episode of 5 Ways to Die in TechIt. And keep an eye out for Another sometime in the week. I can't say specifically when, because I simply don't know. But it will show up. And I believe we're going to be into some severe construction plans. Some more farms probably are in need. So keep an eye out for that. And I shall catch you, as usual, for the ailing webcomic features, which have just been literally just running out of my brain for the past couple of instances. I've just been kind of busy and it's gone completely out of my head. But yeah, they'll turn up. Comic pages will hopefully show up a lot more on time than they have in the past couple of installments, because things have been happening. I went to a funeral on Wednesday, and then I got a little bit on the blocked side of things for making the comic on Thursday, but it showed up yesterday, so by all means go and check it out. And next time, if we're not building the trading house to get redstone, we may start work on connecting the golem farm to the golem entrance. But until then, I shall catch you all next time.